go to the Citizen base. The summer that shook football, Donnarumma to City, Rodrygo's shock switch. It was a summer unlike any other. By the time the final whistle of the Champions League rang out in Istanbul, football's transfer market was already rumbling with rumours, whispers, and the kind of unverified Twitter scoops that sent supporters into frenzy. No one, however, could have foreseen the two bombshells that would define the season. Gianluigi Donnarumma in sky blue, and Rodrygojust leaving Real Madrid for a destination that shocked even the most imaginative journalists. Manchester City, treble winners and already looking like a machine built for eternity, had one vulnerability: the goalkeeper position. Ederson, a modern-day pioneer of distribution, had shown cracks. Injuries nagged. Stefan Ortega had been solid, but Pep Guardiola was restless. He wanted not just a goalkeeper, but a wall, a leader, a figure who could hold the line against Europe's most clinical finishers. Enter Gianluigi Donnarumma. At 25, he was already a veteran, a European champion with Italy, and a controversial figure at Paris Saint-Germain. Some adored his saves, others criticised his decision-making. Behind the Parisian glamour, he longed for a project bigger than League One dominance. City's call came at the perfect time. Negotiations were brutal. PSG's sporting director Luis Campos held firm at first. He is non-transferable, he declared. Yet beneath the surface, relations between Donnarumma and the club had soured. Guardiola made direct contact, speaking to the keeper in Italian. Gigi, at City you will be the missing piece. You will not just save shots, you will define an era. The deal was sealed at €95 million, a record fee for a goalkeeper. When the announcement hit, fans flooded the Etihad's social channels. Some questioned whether Donnarumma's style suited City's passing system. Others saw destiny, the giant of Italy finally joining the Premier League. While England reeled from Donnarumma's arrival, Spain brewed its own tempest. At Real Madrid, all eyes were on Kylian Mbappé. Journalists camped outside Valdebebas training ground, waiting for a white smoke signal from Paris. Nobody paid much attention to Rodrygojust, the Brazilian forward, who had delivered big goals in big moments. Manchester City in 2022, Chelsea in 2023. Rodrygo had grown in the shadows of Karim Benzema, Vinicius Jr., and the looming Mbappé saga. He wanted to be central, not peripheral. Behind closed doors, his father and agent pressed Florentino Perez for clarity. Would Rodrygo be guaranteed a role in Madrid's future attack? The answer was diplomatic but cold. Competition is the soul of Real Madrid. Whispers spread that Premier League clubs were circling. Arsenal inquired. Liverpool asked. But the real shock came when Manchester City, fresh from securing Donnarumma, lodged an official bid. Guardiola wanted Rodrygo as a long-term wide forward, versatile, able to cut inside or hug the touchline. Florentino resisted. Rodrygo was adored by Madridistas. But then came the curveball. Rodrygo himself asked for the move. I want to grow in a system where my role is not just to wait behind others. I want to write my own chapter. After weeks of silence, Madrid accepted a staggering €140 million offer. The Santiago Bernabeu was stunned. The boy who had danced in Paris, who had resurrected ties against Manchester City, was gone. The football world erupted. Pundits on Spanish television raged, Rodrygo leaves, but Mbappé has not arrived yet. What is the plan? At the Etihad, City fans could hardly believe their luck. 2 Galacticos, one summer. In Brazil, the reaction was mixed. Many saw Rodrygo's move as a betrayal of Madrid's faith. Others admired his ambition. He was joining a team where Pep Guardiola turned players into legends. Meanwhile, PSG supporters mocked Madrid. They stole our goalkeeper, but lost their jewel. Balance restored, read one banner at the Parc des Princes. Inside City's training ground, dynamics shifted instantly. Donnarumma towered over defenders, his commanding presence dwarfing even Erling Haaland. During early sessions, there were hiccups, misplaced passes under pressure, Pep screaming in Catalan as the goalkeeper misread a build-up pattern. But then came moments of brilliance. Fingertip saves, daring dives, calm under aerial bombardments. Rodrygo integrated faster. He clicked with Haaland immediately, feeding off the Norwegians' runs. Kevin De Bruyne whispered after one training, "This boy, he's faster than the pass itself." The Premier League became a stage for experimentation. Guardiola rotated Donnarumma and Ederson in early fixtures, fueling media speculation about tension. By winter, Donnarumma had cemented his place. Clean sheets piled up. His save against Mohamed Salah in December instantly replayed across the globe. Rodrygo thrived. Against Arsenal, he scored a solo goal that echoed Lionel Messi's artistry. Against Liverpool, he provided 2 assists in a 3-2 thriller. Yet his defining moment came in the Champions League quarter-final, a return to the Santiago Bernabeu. Madrid's crowd, usually merciless, rose to applaud him when his name was read. But when he scored, a curling shot past Thibaut Courtois, silence fell, then boos, then grudging applause again. The match ended 2-1 to City, with Donnarumma saving a penalty from Luka Modric. Symbolism was everywhere. The old guard facing the new. By May, City were on course for another treble. Journalists wrote about Guardiola's final form project, the combination of tactical genius with the ruthlessness of financial muscle. Critics complained of imbalance in world football. Supporters simply enjoyed the ride. Rodrygo's gamble had paid off. From a promising winger at Madrid to a central figure in the Premier League's most dominant team. Donnarumma, too, had silenced doubters. He was no longer the uncertain kid who left Milan under boos. He was the cornerstone of Europe's most formidable defence. Madrid, meanwhile, licked their wounds. Mbappé had finally arrived, but at the cost of losing a player who understood the club's soul. The debate raged. Did Perez make the right call? The double move of Donnarumma and Rodrygo in one summer reshaped football. It showed that even giants like PSG and Madrid could be destabilized. It proved that City, already kings, were still hungry. And above all, it reminded fans why they love football. Because no matter how scripted it seems, the game always finds a way to shock us. In pubs, cafes, and living rooms, supporters argued late into the night. Who won the transfer window? Was Donnarumma truly worth it? Would Rodrygo regret leaving Madrid one day? No answer was definitive, but the images were immortal. Donnarumma lifting his gloves to the Etihad crowd, Rodrygo sprinting with arms outstretched after scoring against his former club. Football scriptwriters